want to talk to you about what's going on with Othello.
What do you mean?
Word travels fast in this business.
So you want to give me a pep talk? Sorry your life's going down the toilet. Hang in there, kiddo.
Not exactly. But I'll tell you one thing, you're not going to accomplish anything by feeling sorry for yourself. Life's not fair. So what? Get over it.
You know, you have a very interesting bedside manner, might I add.
I'm not your best friend, MP. I'm not here to coddle your ego.
We're here at 2K Community Day. I have been trying to convince King Jordan to get the 2K TV haircut again.
And 2K has done an amazing job just putting on this. You got the barber shop over here, you got the DJ over there, you got the music, you got the game. It's just 2K know how to show.
Still early into the season, it's interesting, though, to keep an eye on the rookies and how they're adjusting, Clark, to the NBA game.
And every first-year player's journey is different and unique. Some come in ready to contribute right away from a physical and mental standpoint. Others really take time to get comfortable and adjusted. So we should not cast any final judgment on any player in 1 year.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Nurkic, the pivot, with Grant at the other post spot. Damian Lillard out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Clutch in at the 3. So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Here's Clutch. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Outside, Green. And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's his first foul.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Pass to McGee. 6 on the shot clock. Green uses the glass to finish the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Clutch. The pass to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
You know what? When you allow Grant to get close to the rim, you risk seeing him give you a facial right in your grill. I mean, tremendous athleticism from the Syracuse alum.
Here's Hardaway. After the Trailblazers pick up 2. Pass to McGee. Shot from 12. That one misses. Now Portland takes it the other way. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. 3-point range try is off from Clutch. The Mavericks are gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game.
Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20 and 10 guy. But now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well.
Now here's Doncic. 43 points out last game. From 18 feet away, and the jumper falls for him. Doncic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, in this day and age, you expect most players to drive it or shoot the 3. Luka utilizing the 15 to 20-foot range here. Good idea.
Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And you hear about impacting winning? How does Wood, Greg, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision-making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable.
And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game. Doncic against Lillard, and it's McGee with the jam.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Coach Jason Kidd. He said he honestly doesn't know what to expect. This is the first meeting between these two teams this year, so there'll be some feeling out at the beginning. But he told me sometimes that's when we're at our best. We're relying on our instincts and awareness at the offensive end. Kevin, we'll see if that holds true.
All right, David, thank you. Sounds like to execute the plan, they're going to have to get that good shot selection.
No doubt about it, Kevin. If you want to shoot a high percentage in this league, you have to be patient, and you have to understand what quality of shots you get.
Exactly, and if it's not there for you, simply make the next pass. Keep the ball moving. Give the offense a chance to do what it's designed to do, which is produce the best shot.
Outside Hardaway. Grant against Wood. Now the dish to Green. Outside Hardaway. That's tipped and stolen by Payton. To the middle. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
The shot's good from McGee.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
Lillard, the pass to Clutch. To the paint, here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
To the inside, and a strong finish with two hands.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Now here is Hardaway. Coming off a solid outing against Washington. And that one, good. McGee's got 6.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
Passes it to Clutch. Grant trying to break free.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Nurkic. Christian Wood grabs the rebound.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Hardaway. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, you have to love the impact that Tim Hardaway Jr. has had on the defensive end.
He's got a great wingspan to bother shooters and contain penetration. Always aware of where the ball is on the floor. You could call him an underrated defender.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for JaVale McGee. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Christian Wood. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Green. Clutch, good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Powell finds Hardaway. His first attempt of the game finds the target.
Skilled at scoring in a variety of ways. I mean, give Hardaway Jr. these looks, and he's happy to oblige.
From deep three-point range, that shot off.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's Doncic. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists in the game. Lillard the pass to Clutch. Down low. Stolen. Here we go. 1-on-1. Here's Doncic. Shot from 12. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Really good work by Finney-Smith there to get himself in position doing the work before the shot. And once he gets the ball, he's good to go.
To the middle. Got a piece of it. Hardaway with the steal. Doncic outside. Locked up there for Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Got to give it up for Powell now. I mean, he excels in rising off the ground to punch home these alley-oops.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustment.
Here's Dinwiddie. We've got Hardaway. Wood out there with Green. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Hardaway. Over Payton. No good off the back of the rim.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. So, Clark, when the casual fan looks at a stat sheet, turnovers sometimes go overlooked. They don't really grab your attention. But as a player, how conscious of turnovers were you?
Extremely conscious of it, Kevin, because you know possessions are valuable and you don't want to be limiting your team in possessions. And you don't want your teammates to be sloppy. You don't want to be sloppy. And most of the time you want to try to force your opponents into turnovers, not make them yourself.
Payton looking around. Here's Clutch. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Clutch has got the game tied up here for Portland. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Dinwiddie touched it last. Lillard against Dinwiddie. Here's Clutch. He's got 17. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it. During the summer of 2021, the Mavericks had some major changes. Longtime head coach Rick Carlisle left after 13 years in Dallas, and they also got a new GM.
And the first one drops. Coaching staff changes aside, Clark. Do front office moves affect players that much?
I think they do, Kevin. It's hard for them not to. Normally we see a flurry of trades or free agent signings. We saw it with the Mavericks trading away Kristaps Porzingis, changing the composition of their squad, going in a different direction. So that'll take some adjusting to.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Inside and finished off by Wood.
That's an example of a guy who has really figured out his game. Wood imposing his will at the rim.
Payton outside. To the middle.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Right wing. And McGee kicks to Hardaway. Back to McGee. Shot clock at 5. Lillard against Dinwiddie. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Nurkic. It's stolen by Green. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Fires from 14. And Clutch pulls it down.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Green left side. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Outside Hardaway. And there's the pass to McGee. Picked off in midair. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. From deep. And again it will go. Basket is good from Clutch. Clutch has got 28 points for the game. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Portland.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
The Trailblazers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch, David. Thank you. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season.
And two teams at vastly different ends of the standings last year, but they played each other to a draw.
Dinwiddie outside. He's looking for Hardaway and finds him. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 5 assists tonight. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. They host the Spurs after this one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Driving to the basket. Clutch, good. Clutch has got 35 in the game.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Back to Dinwiddie. McGee finds Dinwiddie. McGee against Nurkic. 5 on the clock. Now here is McGee. He's tightly guarded. Great D that time from Nurkic.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Green kicks to Hardaway. To the paint. Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
You allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Powell's checked in. And with the internet and social media, players Clark have so much more ability to engage with the public and be heard. Is that important?
Kevin, anytime you can empower folks to share their voice, their stories, and be authentic in their own way, I think that's a positive. Player empowerment is something that social media avails, not only to players, but I think to everybody. It doesn't just bring attention to the game, but also causes and commitments players have to their respective communities and issues that are going on in the world. So I think it can be far more good than bad when you think about the platform of social media.
Outside, Green. Back to Dinwiddie. outside Hardaway. And stolen by Payton. All alone. Oh, and the jam by Payton.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium.
Here we go.
Yeast rising and helium floating.
And the Mavericks call time here. Look at Clutch. He's really been playing well.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out.
Substitution.
We finished one half of basketball.
That's the end of the first half with a score. Your Mavericks, 54. The Trailblazers, 67.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What can you say, Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. Gary Payton II is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Clutch in at the 3 spot. And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And you can just sense his determination, trying to do everything he can to keep this game within reach.
Doncic kicks to Green. Lillard against Doncic. Over Lillard. And too long on the shot. Trailblazers leading by 13.
And you look at all the things Doncic can do. One in particular, he can control the pace of the game.
And, Greg, I love that about him. His size, his strength, his savvy, his skill set. You really can't speed him up at the offensive end. Everything he does is at his pace and his tempo. He methodically breaks you down.
Here's Clutch. And the shot goes down. Clutch has got 42 in the game.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
Trailblazers ball.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Back to Lillard. And no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Clutch. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
To the inside. Lillard. Payton trying to get open. Lillard misses.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
The drive by Green. And it's Green with the jam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Clutch the pass to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
You know, at the offensive end, I think this is where Grant is most effective. On plays where he can really leverage his athleticism.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Floats it up for Wood. Stolen by Grant. Clutch the pass to Lillard. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Lillard's got his first points of the game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Here's McGee. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Doncic against Lillard. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
How about the assertiveness from Hardaway Jr. there, electing to go with power and force. I love it.
Down low, here's Lillard, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 19.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Pass to Hardaway. Picked away. Lillard against Doncic. It's good. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. That they're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
Here's Clutch, guarded by Green. Lillard, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Lillard's got 8.
And there's such an edge to Lillard's game. Dame doesn't care where he is on the court. He's going to get buckets.
Green deciding where to go with it. Here's Hardaway. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. He's got 13.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Clutch the pass to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
Mavericks trail by 21. Doncic kicks to Green. Doncic against Lillard. Dallas moving the ball around. From deep, Green. Offensive rebound. Wood. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Ball violation. That's a jump ball.
So it's the Mavericks now. McGee the pass to Doncic. On the wing, Hardaway. He's guarded by Nurkic. Passes it to McGee. Over Payton. McGee's shot is off.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. Dinwiddie checked in for Doncic.
Coming onto the floor for your Mavericks, Spencer Dinwiddie.
And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Floats one. Count that one.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Pass to Lillard. Here's Clutch, guarded by McGee. Here's Clutch. He's got 44. And then Lillard slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And McGee kicks to Dinwiddie. Here's Wood. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Well,
Mavericks trail by 12. On the wings, it's Dinwiddie and Hardaway Jr. Christian Wood is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Doncic in a point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Hardaway. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Clutch can't hit. Dallas has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. And the slam dunk by McGee.
you know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
And Lillard kicks to Payton. Here's Clutch. Guarded by Hardaway. Clock at 6. Floats it up there for Nurkic.
I love watching Nurkic set hard screens and then roll with purpose. Great job in the creativity there from the pick and roll.
Outside Hardaway. Nurkic against McGee. Doncic looking it over. Shoots over Lillard. Up again. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wood. Trailblazers leading by 12. And the pass to Clutch. Back to Lillard. Pass to Grant. Now here's Nurkic. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over McGee. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Payton. And that's now 10 points for Nurkic. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Doncic finds Wood. And here is Doncic. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Par for the course for Luka Doncic. Just one of those games where he's got it on cruise control.
Lillard, the pass to Clutch. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws.
And typically not this reliable at the line, but tonight he's been terrific.
Doncic kicks to Dinwiddie. Passes it to Hardaway. Doncic outside. That 3 off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 14. Clutch can't hit. For Dallas, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Dallas calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Doncic kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to Doncic. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 11 rebounds in the game. Payton dishes to Lillard. Back to Payton. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And the Trailblazers lead by 18. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. pass to Dinwiddie. Doncic kicks to Dinwiddie. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And here's Portland. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Out to Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Now the pass to McGee. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And two cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown, but bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's a sentiment I think most can get behind. Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Doncic finds Green. Back to Doncic. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Defensive foul.
Tell you what, guys, that's not an easy finish, but somehow Doncic makes it look rather effortless.
Now at the line for your Mavericks.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
Here's Clutch, guarded by Green. Doncic with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Doncic leading the charge. And Green slams it in.
Capable of running the offense. Doncic, fantastic at getting his teammates involved.
And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can. Also freeze a defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
Damian Lillard at the line for two.
Free throw is good from Lillard.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Doncic with it. Now defended by Grant. Doncic, no good.
Not much falling for him this quarter, guys, and you can sense his frustration. He's really slowed down a bit here in the second half. He hasn't converted a three yet after the tremendous first half he had.
It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. To the middle, here's Clutch. And good! There's another.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Doncic passes to Green. Now Hardaway. Outside, Green. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Jeremy Grant picks one up.
Even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Both free throws good from Green. Trailblazers leading by 17. Good, he hits again.
And he's up to
52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Green. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Third personal foul.
Jeremy Grant picks one up. That's good from Green.
At the line for Dallas.
That one misses.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Grant, that's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
McGee inside. Covered by Lillard. Kept alive. Bucket is good.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
Lillard, the pass to Clutch. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some.
3 points.
Clutch has got 55.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Green passes to Wood, kicks it to Hardaway. And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
Back to Doncic. To the paint. Out to Hardaway. Over Payton. Hardaway, no good.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Clutch. Rebounded by McGee. Dallas shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Green passes to Doncic. Pass to McGee. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Second personal foul.
They're shooting more jumpers in the second half, trying to figure out what will work best against this defense, and I don't know if they figured it out yet.
Portland leading by 20. Here's Clutch. The Mavericks pull it in. McGee's got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside. And Wood, the bucket on the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got 5 assists tonight.
Strong finish that time by Wood, going up and through the contest to put it in.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Here's Clutch. And that one is hammered home.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
And the Mavericks call time here. Last season, of course, Marcus Smart won the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should. And I think the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors. But it's only right to recognize great defense at every position, especially in an age of positionless basketball.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Trailblazers leading by 22. Simons, the pass to Watford. And good! He hits it again.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now.
That is not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to throw an alley-oop from that kind of distance.
And then to dunk it with authority. Wow.
Tell you what, fellas, that's working the wavelengths together there. Those guys clearly on the same page.
Just 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Ntilikina. That one wide left. Portland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Trailblazers.
And as one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Clutch.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
That's good from Peyton. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.
Oh, I'm hearing you're thinking about staying after all.
Yeah, I think. Look, I'm not saying you can't do the whole good soldier routine, but.
Okay. Now I just want to play this thing straight through. No press, just basketball.
Okay, MP, are you sure?
This is gonna make things much more difficult for you. You understand that, right?
Maybe, but I never shy away from no challenge.
I'm proud of. Told you this wasn't gonna be easy. I'm not sure what you were expecting.
Nice game tonight. What was the key to your success out there?
My man John always got the good questions, man. I can always depend on you, brother. Yeah, I mean, this team trusts each other, to be in the right spot at the right time and to make the right decisions as well. When that happens, it brings the best out of everybody on that floor.
Always a team player. Thanks, MP.
Not a problem.
What happens if an effort like tonight isn't enough?
Enough for what?
Enough to win.
I mean, okay, if that happens, I'll do what I always do. Go back with my team and figure out what we need to do to get better. Nothing changes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Hey, man, I don't got a lot of time, just so you know.
Okay, so I'll get right to it. How much would you say you contributed to this win?
I mean, I think I played my role well. Coach trusts me to get us organized out there, and I take that responsibility very serious. I'm always in my guys' ears calling out plays, letting them see what I see, so it's big.
I mean, how big would you say?
Well, man, I can't put a number on it, but everyone's job is important on this team. Regardless of how many points you score or how many minutes you play, everyone's job is important.
Hey, MP. So what was your favorite part of tonight's win?
It's the feeling of oneness one receives when participating in a collaborative act. We all come from the same source, but we can all lose sight of that in the day-to-day. Because when you're anticipating your teammates' every move and everyone's dialed into that same frequency, that oneness becomes impossible to miss. It's a beautiful thing, John.
It's very zen of you. Namaste. Thanks, MP.